I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
right, welcome back as we are set for game number 3 of the 9th Annual Robinson Invitational here on Natural State Sports, brought to you by UAMS. We're going to get a good one here between the Millard North Mustangs and the Bryant Hornets. The Mustangs to bat first. First pitch in there for a strike. That went in there for strike 2. Now a reset here. So A.J. Stallman, your batter, here for the Hornets. First one, or third one, swing. Oh, appeal denied. So count 1-2 on the mound. Cam Johnson for the Mustangs. One, two, high and away, 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch, ripped left center. Center fielder coming in, can't make the catch. That one will get past him, back to the track, picked up. Going in by the left fielder, and a leadoff double for A.J. Stallman. A good start here for the Hornets.
Next up for the Hornets, shortstop, number 5, Jackson Riggs.
And now Jackson Riggs will bat. Go get me a nice little power nap between games. It's warm out there. I will say that. Yeah, you get out there, it's warm. Riggs showing bunt, chased it. But it gets off the glove of our catcher, which allows Stallman to advance. So the bunt works. Just in the untraditional way. How many times I did that to him yesterday on accident. So the 0-1 for Riggs. Wake up. Showing bunt again. Pulls this one back. So 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch, ripped right back up the middle. That'll score the first run of the afternoon. So Hornets take a 1-0 lead. First two runners reach now, a single and a double and a single.
Second baseman, number 20, Blake Brower.
Now Blake Brower. Because we're in the shade. Bunt shown, pulled back by Brower. Man, ain't nobody here doing game changer for either one of these teams. Don't they know how much that helps? Now the 1-0. In there for strike one. Here we go. Runner goes in the dirt. Picked up. Good scoop. Throw down. As that one skips into center field. So Riggs with the stolen base. Now 1-2 count to Brower. One, two on the way. Tapped left side. Shortstop scoops, clutches, throws. And the first out of the first inning is recorded, but Riggs advances to third on the play.
Next up for the Hornets, number 19, first baseman, Blake Scoggins.
Now Blake Scoggins will bat. Scoggins awaits the delivery. Outside, ball one. Oh, pitch in there for strike one. One pitch misses. 2-1 is Cam Johnson. Going to work around some early troubles here in the first. Millard North can swing it, so it's going to take more than a run to win this one. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Oh, this is a Millard North team coming in, being shut out yesterday in their last game last night against Magnolia Heights. Strike three as Brower heads back to the dugout, or Scoggins back to the dugout.
Designated hitter, number 33.
And now the designated hitter, Jeremiah Moats. First one to Moats, in there for a strike on the outside corner. Millard North got to be pretty happy if they can get out of this inning, giving up just the one run. That one grounded, middle, shortstop. Scoops it up across the diamond, and that'll retire the side. The Hornets scratch across a run on 2 hits. That'll do it for the top half of the inning. Mustangs coming to bat here at the 9th Annual Robinson Invitational. Natural State Sports. All right, welcome back as we are ready to get things going here in the bottom half of the first.
First baseman, number 12.
The leadoff man, first baseman Tatum Mabus for the Mustangs. And he'll face pitcher for the Hornets, Zabry Wilson. First pitch swinging, and what do you call?
Foul ball.
So foul, I guess, was the call. I never saw any motion, anything. Well, no, most umpires will. I get it; they'll yell it, but there is a signal for it. Either, yeah, point, give me this, dead ball, anything, something. He caught a little grief. It sounded like, at least where he looked over at the Mustang side and then the Hornet side. And this one, right at the third baseman, scooped up across the diamond, one away. Nice play over there by Carter Korth.
Now batting for the Mustangs, shortstop, number 1, Tanner Evans.
No. Yeah, makes sense. So Tanner Evans to bat. Swing and a miss. Oh. Looks like we're going to be playing baseball in Lone Oak. Yay. Oh. 10U team. I should probably keep up with these messages and group me. This one bunted left side. They're going to let it go, and it just rolled foul. Oh, I can't do. Crud. Just got asked about playing a game in Lone Oak on April 28th. That is senior night for the Senators, and I committed us to calling that night. So just letting you know by now. I know. Well, the cool part is it's the Senators and Maumelle for that one, so kind of two birds, one stone. This ball is lifted center field, going back near the track. Makes the catch to retire the side. There's probably a Travs game that night.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 2, the catcher, Carson Burke.
So Carson Burke steps in. Yeah, they asked if we'd do it. And swing and a miss for Carson Burke, the catcher. Strike 2 on the inside corner, 0-2. Russell working ahead quickly here. The 0-2. Lifted, left field. Going back near the track and caught. As Caden Schaefer brings that one in, and that's the joys of the wind dying down here, as that ball probably would have been out of here yesterday, but instead a long fly ball. So after 1-0, Bryant leads the Mustangs. Head to the second here on the 9th annual Robinson Invitational on Natural State Sports. welcome back. We're set for our second inning of work. Leading off, Colby Duncan, the center fielder for the Hornets. Cam Johnson still out on the mound. First one in there for strike one. The 0-1 fouled off the end of the bat. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. And that one high for ball one. We've reached the home stretch here from the 9th annual Robinson Invitational. There's just 2 more games left here. Strike 3 as Duncan swings through that one.
You only get 2 more.
No, I know, I only get 2 more.
Number 1.
So sad. It's almost over. Next year, somebody else is working the last game and the first game. Trip Keeter, got a job for you. No, I wouldn't do that to Trip. He's in Heber. That'd be awful. I'd have to get him a hotel. Whatever. Matt better give me a hotel if I go work the GAC.
Yeah, me too.
It's in Hot Springs.
GAC softball.
Baseball's in Hot Springs. Softball's in Enid. Or is it Bentonville? Okay. Yeah, when I asked him initially, he was like, oh, it's in Enid again. I was like, I don't know that I want to do that again. But it's in Hot Springs, so. It is not. Made it last year. And there's nothing there. Yay. Head coach Isaac Delaney joining us again. Bring that down. Why has he got so much? That one ripped into left field. Single for Chance Thompson. Like, yeah, you got a lot of feedback.
Now batting third baseman number 6.
I think I'd
That's way better.
bring it with me.
Maybe so, but I induce lots of feedback too, just usually not. The amount of, you guys are too biased on the 5A state tournament calls we got. Like, until I got accused of being biased towards Benton, and we knew that was a lie.
It's like we are called the Maumelle
Well,
Sports
for that,
Network.
it was us. That was
Oh.
just our NSS stuff. We had to be unbiased. But I don't remember who it was. Benton somebody. Was that the Greene County Tech? That's what it was. I was like, y'all don't know me. For those of you watching, I did graduate from Bryant way back in the day. So that color of maroon angers me from time to time. Back safely.
I'll call Ballesteri and have him send you a baseball jersey.
Hey, me and Hendricks are good friends now, so that ball gets by. So allow the runner to advance to second. And Coach, you left us there at the end of the last one to go speed things along, and we kept playing.
Well,
Playing.
you kind of got me confused. I was getting ready to go talk to the coaches about maybe ending it there
In the sixth.
after the 6th inning. And y'all had me confused because we were starting the 7th, not going into
I
the
know.
bottom of the 6th, and so I kind of got caught between a rock and a hard place there. We'd already thrown 2 pitches in the 7th inning. I didn't want to just bang it at that point.
Right. I got thrown off because he swore it was the 6th, and then I looked over at the scoreboard and it said 5th. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Well,
There
I
was a
went
walk.
over and I was like, hey, if we get if there's not a big comeback here in the bottom of the 6th, let's just go ahead and call it. And he was like, Coach, those are the 2 pitches in the top of the 7th. And I was like, well, never mind.
So Andrew Tate Lee is singles. And we're going to get a mound visit.
Yeah, I was intrigued by this matchup today. I thought Millard North would have a little bit too much firepower coming in, but I was interested to see what they were going to have left after this is their fourth game. And we've seen about 5 or 6 90-mile-an-hour arms, but I was wondering how many more they would have left in the bullpen. And,
Millard North has shown well. They've played well. Obviously, last night, the shutout at Magnolia Heights game, but that was a great one. So you would, to your point, you get to this point in the day. We were talking about that too, like with that Gosnell game that you guys, I guess that's the one you moved, correct? The last one here tonight. And that, the question with that, obviously smaller schools, how much pitching would they really have by Saturday night? And so that was one of the things when I looked at the schedule, I went back to that win game a couple of years ago thinking, oh, man.
Well, and that's one of the reasons that we offer the options that we offer is, we have some teams came in and just played 1 game. Some played 2. We have most play 3, just 1 each day. And some play 4, but we try to basically communicate with them, and it's like, hey, let's work around your roster. Let's get the guys you need work, but, obviously don't overextend yourself. And we've had some teams in the past that have still basically bitten off more than they could chew, but, it was one of those deals where, coming down, I was pretty confident Millard North would have enough arms to get through 4 games, even with the extreme level of competition that they had. And, like you said, they came up on the short end last night, but I think getting shut out in 7 innings to that kid from Mag Heights last night who, like I was telling you a while ago, he coming into the tournament was projected as the number 46 pick in the draft, but the Dodger scout said that they had the 40th pick and he wouldn't be there. Yeah. So you obviously lose to a guy like that. You're not ashamed of it. And I will say that, Millard North had opportunities to score. They actually did put some good barrels on some balls. They ran into a little bit of tough luck, but they had some opportunities, so it was a really intriguing game. And I think the 4-0 final is a little bit of a misconception of the game. It was 1-0 going into the 7th.
Yep. That went high. Yeah, Tatum Mavis has impressed me for Millard North. He hit the ball well. It looked like early in that game that they were going to jump on him early. 2-2 count as But I've liked Cam Johnson so far here early. I know he's given up a run, and they hit him hard in that first inning. But he's looked good, especially after this visit here. Here's a good pitch. Strike 3.
Yeah, I think they had to make an adjustment early. I think, Bryant was obviously ready. He no offense to him, but he's not bringing as much velo as a lot of the other guys that Millard North has thrown. And I think Bryant kind of came out and jumped on the mid-8s fastball, and now they've created a little bit more of the wrinkle. They're starting to work some guys backwards and, really play around with them and extend the zone with 2 strikes. And now it's got Bryant a little bit off balance. But we'll see what the adjustment is coming up for Bryant because, Buck's got something in his back pocket.
Without a doubt. Stallman ripped a base hit his first at bat. Good stop back there behind the plate. Yeah, I'm excited. I may get to see a buddy of mine's kid pitch in this one. We'll see how things go. But Lyndon Johnson for Bryant is the son of a friend of mine, Scott and Courtney Johnson, who are here watching. Good pitch. Evens the count up at 1-1.
Yeah, they're really starting to try to take a lot of the sting out of the bats in these damage counts, and they're kind of reversing them and working them a lot more soft in the damage counts. And you can tell Bryant's taking pitches right now, and it's allowing Millard North to just even the counts back up.
Another good pitch. 1-2 now on Stallman. There's that guy. That ball hit back up the middle. Shortstop flips to second, and that'll retire the side. So after an inning and a half, it is a 1-0 Bryant lead, and We'll be back with more of the 9th Annual Robinson Invitational Natural State Sports presented by our friends at UAMS.
We go to
All right, welcome back. Something bad's probably about to show up. Nope, that's not it. Something bad's about to show up on this broadcast. Oh, no, he did find it. I barely got any air. Oh, this is not going to be good. It's exactly what you would expect out of a 40-year-old man in a trampoline park. Went outside.
I don't know how you didn't break something.
I don't either. I thought I did. That hurt. I'm not going back. 1-1. That one low. 2-1. Oh, no. Now the 2-1 misses, or 3-1 misses outside, ball 4. So Maverick Christensen.
next up. Left fielder number
He's
22,
gonna
Aiden
slow-mo
Schaefer.
this and everything. You didn't have to bring that up.
Oh, my goodness. Ouch.
Oh, that's going to live in infamy like cooking with a Scola. I went inside 1-0. Oh, you would put this up on the Bryant game, too, where my people are see it. Now the 1-0 pitch inside, ball 2. Caden Schaefer, the left fielder, batting here. Oh, yay. We have a special treat for you when we go to break. Don't miss it. And maybe this is the time you should stop watching.
Nope. Got to hang on for about 5 more seconds.
Oh, man. That one's in there for a strike. So 2-1. That's your favorite part of the job the whole weekend. Because typically it's me giving you crap. 2-1. That ball ripped into right. He'll get down. Christensen hustling into third, and a rifle in there to throw him out. The first out here in the bottom of the second.
Nice moves there.
We'll talk about that too.
Next up, right fielder number 7, Jackson Smith.
We talked about y'all's performance, but we got to see the rifle arm of Mac Baxter from right on that throw out he had at third, too, in y'all's ball game.
Our traditional left fielder gets moved to right field today out of circumstance, and of course the first pitch finds him. And yeah, he did. He came up and he uncorked a one hopper right 2-3 to hammer a guy. That was a big play for us because that ended up turning a runner at third with one out into nobody on 2 outs, and that really allowed us to kind of start the rally in the bottom half of that 6th.
Yeah, that's what they say. Ball will find you when they put you out there. Jackson Smith watches strike 2, 1-2 now. In the inning with a double play. That ball low. It's Carter. And Carter was trying to grab that and throw behind the runner at first. As picked up a big lead over there. That ball is crushed right center field, going back at the wall and gone. Round tripper here in the bottom of the 2nd will give the Mustangs the lead. Big hit there for the right fielder, Jackson Smith. So gets the bats going and probably makes the folks feel a little happier. Making the folks feel a little happier from the Millard North side of things, as of course we talked about it. Shut out in their last one 4-0. So finally get to see that scoreboard light up here in this ball game. Now Alex Baresh will hit. And Baresh, nice play on a tough hop there by the first baseman. Takes it himself. And well done over there by Scoggins. And so 2 away.
Now batting number 11.
Drives home the point. Even more of that throw out at third, though. It should be a 3-1 game right now. Deacon Hurley bats.
I was watching your scores, man. I was like, come on, baby, come on, baby. Because I just watched it, right?
One high. 2-0 count. 2-0 fouled. 2-1. I'll say I'm glad I had the opportunity, though, to call a couple of Little Rock baseball games before this, because trying to transition from 62 basketball games, as that's over the head of Hurley. 62 basketball games in like 7 weeks. And then I did a football game on a Saturday, and then 2 baseball games before coming to doing this. So it's nice to get that little bit of practice before we jumped into 17 games here. That one ripped into right.
Yeah, I meant to ask you how the debut was on ESPN.
So it wasn't the ESPN. I misread the first text, but it was the 106.7 Buzz.
Okay.
Radio call.
Mustangs,
and so
I
had a good time. The first game I did was against Oral Roberts, and Little Rock walked it off in run rule fashion in the 8th. Won in 11-1. They scored 7 runs in the 8th to walk it off. And this one tapped on the left side. And then against UAPB last past Tuesday, Little Rock won that one as well, and had a good time at both of them. So got to see a couple former Senators get out and play, and then missed out, didn't get to see it. And I know former Maumelle Hornet Tag Andrews had a couple of good outings over the weekend, and that will retire the side. And I shouldn't have said anything, but
here we go.
Here we go. That was not what you're waiting for. But that's that's the long ball.
You
ready? Go! Enjoy. Never again.
You ready?
I go to a trip. No.
Bend the knees.
You ready?
I used to be athletic. I'm not anymore. Oh, man. All right. We'll be back in just a minute as the Hornets come to bat at the top of the third, trailing in this one 2-1. All right, welcome back. Get set here
Leading
for the
off
third.
Top of the third for the
Hornets trailing for the first time today after the two-run home run in the bottom of the second. Hey, if hand or wrist pain is getting in the way of your daily life, it's time to see the specialist at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Their fellowship-trained hand and wrist surgeons treat everything from arthritis and fractures to nerve injuries and carpal tunnel. Well, Arkansas's only hand trauma telemedicine program. Advanced care is available around the clock. So call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH. Doctor will see you now. First base coach going to see
next up for the Hornets.
the leadoff
second
man.
baseman, number 20, Blake Brower.
There's Jackson Riggs singles to right. He's 2 for 2 on the day. You know, Blake Brower will bat. I may need to go see the folks at UAMS Health if I go any more trampoline parks. Riggs takes off and steals second. Now the 1-0. That one in the dirt, ball 2.
Be real interesting to see. We talked last inning about Millard North after the mound visit. It kind of changed the way they were pitching, and you saw right there, it just started off, he really sat on a 1-0 breaking ball, really hit it to the opposite side. Let's see what happens here in a 2-0 count if they stay soft.
Check on the runner. Now the 2-0.
And they're staying with the soft and the
That
damage
one
counts.
foul. 2-1. Cam Johnson out there for his third inning of work. We're going to share it with the group chats and everybody else, so appreciate that.
Group chat. I'm not posting on Facebook.
Not yet. 2-1. Lifted foul.
But I will say that replay of the home run looked good too.
It did.
'Cause I used both cameras.
It's a great job by our camera op.
I used both.
It's a great job by our camera op. I got to teach Will how to give credit to folks. 2-2. Fisted, left side. Played by the third baseman. Cross, and wide. Did he get the tag on him?
They missed him.
Did not. So runners at the corners with nobody out for the Hornets.
Now batting number 19, first baseman Blake Scoggins.
No, they haven't gotten out. So now Scoggins will bat. Riggs led it off.
It's on our jersey. That needs to stay.
the first one to Scoggins. High for ball one. Wind still whipping around, not nearly what it's been.
You can deal with it when there's some sunshine, though.
Oh, without, yeah. Well, it's crazy how much, it's so much warmer. I went out in the parking lot, took me a little power nap between games, and it was warm out there compared to up here. Yeah. Way it's been over here. You find the places where you can kind of hide from the wind at times. In the bathroom. It's a strike.
Millard North is continuing to stay with their change-ups and breaking balls in these damage counts. I'm wondering if Bryant can maybe sit on one and use the wind to their advantage to kind of break this thing open a little bit.
Big chance to do that here. Wow. Oof. Drops that one in there for strike two.
At a certain point, they're going to have to change the approach off the fastball in those damage counts and see if they can get one. And if you get burned in a 2-0 count, at least it's still 2-1. But they're giving up balls right down the middle of the plate just because they're off speed right now. It's allowing Millard North to really get back into these counts and then dictate what they want to do with 2 strikes.
He elevates that one 2-2. Scoggins just able to catch up to it. That one fouled into the dugout.
That was Delaney-like.
And we saw Delaney make a play down there in that first game today.
Yeah, kind of miss. Stand over here, watch Coach Butler sometimes.
2-2 pitch, swung on a miss, runner goes. They try to set it up, and they did perfectly as Riggs scores to tie the game. Executed that perfectly, and the runner gets to second, so.
Now batting for the Hornets.
2-2 game now.
Designated hitter number 33.
Now the
Jeremiah
DH, Jeremiah Moats, will bat. I will say I was talking about the hopes of you get to see Logan Johnson bat for Bryant here in a little, or pitch for Bryant here in a little bit. But between that and my trampoline video, it's just more a reminder of how old I am getting, that I have kids with kids who are playing high school baseball now. That one misses away. 2-0. Quick conversation here as battery mate may want to figure out their signals a little bit here with the runner at second.
Are they in the shed or down there? They started with 11, and now they don't have any. So check in the concession stand, but we need to go get somebody. I got it. Which one? That one?
Now the 2-0 pitch. Way outside. 3-0. Good stop there by Carson Burke. Are we running out of baseballs? Haven't given out enough lollipops to trade?
Well, I don't know if they're getting lollipops and then still keeping them or turning them into concessions, or I don't know. They seem to be getting lost somewhere.
Ball 4 there. So Moats walks.
Next up for the Hornets, center fielder, number 2, Colby Duncan.
Colby Duncan will bat. Well, I can say that my kid brought all the ones he went and got back. We have a bucket full of baseballs, though, from every day we go to school. Don't tell Coach James this, but we drive right around the baseball fields over there. When I take him to school, it's a nice little shortcut, and we do a baseball hunt every time we go down that road, and we usually find 4 or 5 of them on the way to school. So we got a bucket full at the house for Diesel to play with. This one off the end of the bat, foul. I know you get to see it on a daily basis or yearly basis as these kids develop through your program, but we'll say pretty cool to watch kids develop as they just continue to grow and get better. And when it's your own kid and you're watching and you're thinking, man, when is this kid going to be able to throw it hard? When is this we walked out to the first day of practice this year. And last year he played second just because he's a great infielder but can't throw across the diamond, couldn't throw across the diamond to save his life. This year he stood out there just ripping it from short to first without even having to think about it. And so it's pretty cool to see development out of these kids and how they grow as athletes and young men as well. And that's something we've got to see. We talked a little bit earlier with Coach Lurch and Ray Peck and Diesel Purnell and what he's doing up in JUCO right now. But you're just getting to see his development each year that he was here at this event was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, the first year that they came down, we thought he was a tremendous player, but obviously, he seemed like he was a little bit undersized maybe, a little bit shorter than we were expecting and all that. But, last year when they rolled in, we were really talking about him, and obviously he had turned out to be one of our favorite players that year, and he had come in that year 25 pounds heavier, and he did. He looked like a completely different player. And, it was really good catching up with Coach Lurch again this morning and kind of finding out that, Diesel's, in college and playing ball and still having fun with it. And, at some point it would be nice to try to get him back in the ballpark at some point and see him play here at the JUCO level. We've done some hosting of some JUCOs and stuff in the past, so it might be kind of fun. He was a really special player for them, and obviously they had a ton of arms, graduated, went D1, and so it was a little bit different look from them this year, but loved their program coming down, and they do such a great job with the coaching staff all the way down, just great character kids, and they play hard, and it was a really fun one this morning, and obviously it made it a little bit more sweet that we were able to kind of come out on the back end of it, but
good job there by Millard North to work out of what looked to be potentially a big inning for the Hornets. Instead, just 1 run to tie it at 2. Pitcher. New pitcher into the game here for Bryant. It's going to be Jackson Trusty. Trusty replaces Russell and try to keep this at a 2-2 game. This potent Millard North lineup. Saw 2 runs in the bottom half of the second.
New pitcher, please. New pitcher for the Hornets is number 13, Jackson Trusty. Leading off the bottom of the third for the Mustangs. Number 12, Tatum Mavis.
Top of the order. Now for the Mustangs is Tatum Mavis to hit. First one from Trusty misses outside.
What a guy.
That one lifted right field in the gap at the track and caught. Wind still pushing over there, but what a difference a day makes. Feels like that ball would have easily left the yard yesterday.
That was over the scoreboard yesterday.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 1 shortstop, Tanner Evans.
Sometimes you lose friends over a thing. But in this case,
Now shortstop Tanner Evans will bat.
when I eat this
Life's lesson.
when this will make
Learn
me
from ballpark. Oh, the reason to make your friends?
yes, I'm an emotional eater.
Up off the end of the mid of the catcher, ball 1. Hey, you know, there's some guys that don't ever get noticed unless we disagree with them, but these guys in blue out there have done a great job this week as well. Obviously not perfect, but none of us are. I've made all my mistakes this week too, so I thought this has been a well officiated weekend from your umpires as well, so got to give those guys some credit. They've taken a beating at times and they've hurt a lot, but they've done a great job. This ball hit first base. Scoggins sucks it up.
And you know, we've got some guys that do some college games and stuff on the weekend, but you know, we've had some umpires out here that have been put in some situations too, kind of like last night. You know, I mean, you got some legit low to mid 9 arms, and you got SEC and Big 12 hitters in the box, and the game is a little faster than it normally is. But I thought, you know, early on you could tell we were, you know, a little, you know, taken by the adrenaline of the entire atmosphere. It was electric in that first pitch last night. But I thought they did a really good job of settling down, adjusting to the speed of the game. You know, early on we had some emotions running high. We had to kind of, you know, put some lockdown on some things, but I thought they did a really good job of controlling it. And then, you know, we went right into the Cabot Mag Heights game, or the Conway Mag Heights game, and we just rolled through that for 7 innings without any issues. And so, yeah, I think it was a great job. And, you know, of course, Jack Fulmer is my signer, and we go all the way back about 15 years, and he's always had some really good guys work underneath him and does a great job putting the right umpires in the right place for the right competition too. So, you know, kudos to all of them. You know, Mike back here behind the plate right now is working his 3rd game of the day, and, you know, still just grinding along and doing a great job.
Trusty had 1 and 2. That one fouled off the net. The umbrella has made its return, but not for rain now. Shade from the sunlight. Yeah, she's losing the flinch count this season. One, two, just missed. You know, the other thing I was going to say about the umpires that have worked these, you were talking about last night, there's been a couple of situations throughout this weekend, but I thought they've done a really good job too of giving a good leash to coaches to plead their case, say their point, have the back and forth, and then not throw them out of a game. Especially you looked at, you know, it was a little contentious, as you said, early in that game last night, and it would have been very easy for an umpire just to throw the Magnolia Heights coach out, as that one grounded to third.
Well, and that's part of it is, you know, have a feel for the moment.
Yep.
You know, you got 2 high school coaches on the opposite end. You got 2 high school teams. We had 15 to 25 professional scouts lined up back here. We had 400 or 500 people in the ballpark. It's a different setting than most settings of a high school game, and having a feel for that moment and understanding that the emotions are a little high, nothing's personal. I thought they gave them a good job of giving them a little bit of leeway to kind of, you know, settle down, take a deep breath, let the emotions kind of, you know, calm down and find their feel for the game as well. And like I said, you know, after that first inning, I thought it really settled down. I thought guys kind of found their rhythm. They just got into the motion of another game, and it turned out to be a really good one. But yeah, it got exciting there for a little while. I told one of my coaches we were going to have to go be Patrick Swayze from Roadhouse over there for a minute, and luckily it ended up, you know, everything calmed down and guys just got into the competitive part of the ball, and we let everything else go.
Yeah, and you know, obviously with this whole setup here, we have the benefit of replay when we use it. And I went back on a few close plays that I thought, did they get it right or not? And outside, I think there was one play that I think they missed for sure. But other than that, I thought most everything that I think most thought that they might have missed, I thought they got it right. And so, ball strike is a whole different animal. We're not going to get into that. That's a whole different animal for umpires. But I thought a lot of the rulings they made out of the field, whether it was fair foul or outs at the bases or safe at the bases, I thought they've done a great job from that perspective. I'm one that's I can be quick to criticize an official, and but.
Well, that's like our coaching staff had a discussion last night, and it was like, look, these two programs are not accustomed to losing.
Right, yeah.
But one of them's going to lose this ball game. And so obviously, when you expect to win, when you're not used to losing and you don't like it very much, when things aren't going your way late, you're going to chirp and you're going to have some conversations. But I thought, looking back on it and watching the play live, I thought they did a really good job of making the right call. I know the biggest controversy was the interference at first, but
yeah.
I mean, we all sat back here and we called interference before they ever got together to talk about it, and so we agreed with that as well. And I know it wasn't a popular call, but we thought it was the right one, and they made the call. They handled the personalities and the attitudes with it and moved on. And again, I just thought it was a great job by everybody all around.
Andrew Tate lead a bat. That one misses. 1-1. A new pitcher out on the mound. Lucas Bells for the Mustangs. Yeah, speaking of kicking dirt and throwing fits, if you haven't seen it, ask Coach Watson to show you his video from yesterday.
Text him right now.
One misses. I think the best part of it was when he was telling me about it, and he prefaced it immediately while the play was happening, saying, I really thought that our runner got under it. So when he went back and watched the video, he realized he was wrong.
Whoops.
Yeah. Ooh, strike on the outside corner. So 3-2. Misses. So leadoff walk for the Hornets. We'll get Andrew Tate Lee down to first. And next up is Jonathan Carter, the catcher.
Next up, the catcher, number 9, Jonathan Carter.
Carter.
It's almost over.
A lot of time now, ready to bring the pitch. Shows bunt, brings it back. So we'll see how they handle the situation now that they've gone away from their starter. Showing bunt again. This one bunted. Hop. That's to first. They'll get the out there, but sacrifice does its job as Tate Lee moves to second. I couldn't tell from where we were. I guess that ball took a hop first.
Next up for the Hornets.
I was curious why he didn't come up and just catch that.
Number 3, A.J. Stallman.
Okay. Always forget playing on turf. These bounces look a little bit different sometimes. So back to the top of the order. Stallman bats. Runner at second. He hits it down the line. Great play over there at third. Across the diamond, but gets past the first baseman. Stallman stumbled. He'll have to retreat to first. And Tate Lee advances to third.
Yeah, great play. Went to the backhand there, checked the runner back, but just the arm got a little low, and the arm side run ran the first baseman off the bag.
Next up, number 5, shortstop Jackson Riggs.
Jackson Riggs will bat. Riggs is 2 for 2 today. Runner goes. This time they'll bluff the throw to second. Hornets ran that in the last inning, which resulted in a tying run. This time, Mustangs ready for it. Low, ball 1. And that one lifted, right field, room to catch it, makes the play. Tagging is Tate Lee. To the plate, he scores easily. And the Hornets regain the lead, 3-2.
And batting for the Hornets, second baseman, number 20, Blake Brower.
Talking about announcers' jinxes, William. We'll call this a production jinx. Maybe we can get a 1-0 pitchers duel. Here we are in the fourth, 3-2 game. Hornets still batting. I still blame you. That ball, good piece of hitting going the other way. Bauer hustling in, he'll dive head first with a double. And it's a 4-2 Hornet lead.
And batting for the Hornets, first baseman, number 19, Blake Scoggins.
Now the first baseman, Blake Scoggins, will bat. Went in there for a strike. High. Scoggins trying to keep a little 2-out rally going here for the Hornets.
What is the high school?
Yeah, somebody was talking about that earlier. I was curious. Is there a high school rule for visits?
So it's a new rule that they put in this year. You get a one-player to one-player visit per inning. So I was actually saying something last night. Conway at one point, ran the whole infield up there on a mound, and Mag Heights did the same thing. This year they're not allowing that. You can have one-on-one player visit each inning that does not count against you, but it's kind of a defensive conference or something. But your catcher can go talk to your pitcher, or in this case right here, the shortstop can come. But you can't have more than one defensive player talk to your pitcher at a time, and you only get to do it once per inning.
Okay.
And it's part of the whole pace of play. They're trying to keep everything sped up and not have so many visits going in and out, and obviously not having a whole bunch of people get up there on the mound together. One person run in, have a quick conversation, run back.
Now, and then, of course, the rule with the coach, you get the one, and then the second time in an inning, you have to pull them at that point. Is that the same in high school?
So it's actually not.
Okay.
And a lot of people get confused, but the rule is you actually get 3 free visits in a 7-inning period. So I can actually take all 3 visits in the same inning. But what happens is after your third visit, every time you go out, you have to make a pitching change.
Makes sense. Okay.
Now, if you make a pitching change, it does not count as your visit. So if I go talk in the first inning, I go back out and talk in the first inning, well, that's 2 free visits. If I go out in the second inning and pull him, I still have a free visit left because the substituting does not count. But yeah, you get 3 free visits in high school. Now, if you go extra innings, you get 1 free visit added to you. But in a 7-inning stretch, you're going to get 3 free visits, and that it's actually even the same in college. Outside of just the total number of visits. And we actually ran into a thing a couple years ago where LSU mismanaged their mound visits and ended up having to pull a pitcher that they were just hoping to have a conference with. And so it can sneak up on you, but that is the rule. 3 free visits for the game. But substitutions do not count against that.
Gotcha. Okay, clears that up. All right, so after 3.5, Hornets lead at 4-2. Take a quick break here. We'll be back as Millard North comes to bat here at the 9th Annual Robinson Invitational.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth for the Mustangs, number 13, designated hitter, Magic Christensen.
All right. Back for the bottom half.
For the Mavericks, number 22.
Second.
Left fielder, Caden Schaefer.
Christensen flies out to right center for first out of the inning. As Jackson Trusty out for another inning of work here. He'll face Carter Schaefer, the left fielder. And that one skips in for ball one, 1-1. Yeah, the 1-1 misses low. 2-1. Is it 3? I thought it was 2. I was watching this.
I think it's 3.
All right, she's right. Y'all are right. 3-1.
3-0.
3-0. Okay, I'm just going to stop talking. I'm bad at this job all of a sudden. There's a strike. Now it's 3-1. It was a premonition. I knew what was coming.
Yes, you did.
It's my story. I'm sticking to it. 3-1. Foul tip. Good job by Trusty to battle back from a 3-0 count. Now the payoff pitch to Schaefer. Whoa, didn't miss by much, but ball 4. So Schaefer down to first with a 1-out walk. And Jackson
Now batting
Smith.
for the Mustangs, right fielder, number 7, Jackson Smith.
Time for more caffeine. Watch there's Trusty. That was the breaking ball in for a strike. The 0-1 fastball right down Main Street. 0-2. The 0-2 just missed. 1-2. So Hornets lead this one 4-2. And check of the runner and back. And 1-2 misses low. 2-2. And that ball ripped right field, going back to the wall, gone. 2-run bomb. We're all tied up at 4. As Jackson Smith ties this one up with the second long ball of the day for the Mustangs.
Hey, don't worry, Athens got it.
Next up for the Mustangs, center fielder number 9, Alex Bresh.
I don't want to know the context of that.
No. Every baseball. The ball goes over the fence, it costs the same no matter where it is.
Strike called on the inside corner.
Down that way, went down the hill. 6. 2 of them looked like they lived one pitch.
Well, the 2-1. Fisted, second base. Played on the hop. And over to Scoggins. And 2 away.
Next up for the Mustangs, second baseman number 11, Deacon Hurley.
Deacon Hurley to bat. Tie ball game now at 4. The long ball has been the friend of the Mustangs in this one. That one back up the middle. Good piece of hitting. Base hit. Deacon Hurley gets the 2-out single. Now Carter Korth will hit the third baseman. Of course, had a good day over at third. Trying to get something uncorked at the plate here. Runner bounces. Trusty brings it. Swing and a miss for strike 1. The 0-1 in there, strike 2. Runner goes, check swing, said he went around, and that's strike 3. So no matter what the runner did, strike 3 called on the check swing. So Mustangs 2 runs on the long ball. Tie this one at 4. We'll head to the 5th. All tied up at 4 here at the 9th Annual Robinson Invitational on Natural State Sports, brought to you by UAMS. All right, welcome back. Top half of the 5th here at Robinson High School and Robinson Invitational as Jeremiah Moats leads things off for the Hornets. Tie ball game now, 4-4 after the 2-run bomb out of the Mustangs in the 4th inning. 1-0 misses, 2-0 now to Moats. Now the 2-0 lifted. Shortstop going back, drifting, and makes the play. Good play over there by Tanner Evans.
Next up for the Hornets, number 2, center fielder, Colby Duncan.
Now the center fielder, Colby Duncan, will bat. Misses low and away, 1-0. One high, 2-0. Misses inside, 3-0.
Bragging on them doing a good job.
Yeah, it looked like that might have caught some black. 3-0. Ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk. As Duncan heads to first, and now
batting for the Hornets, left fielder, number 1, Chance Thompson.
Chance Thompson will bat. And now we're going to get a visit. Maybe it for Lucas Bells. Looks like it will be. So we're going to have a pitching change. We'll be back in just a moment to tell you about the new Mustang pitcher here at the Robinson Invitational. All right. Welcome back now as new pitcher out on the mound here for the Mustangs. It's going to be number 22. As Caden Schaefer takes the mound. So a 2-0 count. Runner at second for the Hornets. That one fouled off. And out of play. So 2-1. So the 2-1 pitch from Schaefer. He does offer at it. 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. This is outside. There's Chance Thompson. Still the batter. One away here in the fifth. Hornets trying to answer the 2-run home run in the fourth from the Mustangs. Time called and granted to Thompson. Just misses, ball 4. So now Andrew Tate Lee steps in. There's at first and second. Feels like an important spot here for Millard North. Miss low. Now the 1-0 from Schaefer. In there for strike 1. Now the 1-1 from Schaefer. Runners go. Throw down in time and got him. Oh, he was off the back. And he may want to make an appeal to the home plate umpire here. It looked like he may have had him initially, made the swim move, but then put the tag on him. He was off the bag. I don't know if we have a replay, but coach said his piece, no appeal, so stick with the call. So 2-1. This one lifted out of play. Lollipop on its way. Now the 2-2 pitch. Misses wide. Now the payoff pitch as Schaefer steps off. Now Schaefer will deliver the payoff. Swing and a miss. So Tate Lee strikes out. And there are 2 away now in the 5th.
Next up, the catcher, number 9, Jonathan Carter.
Now Carter will bat. Schaefer misses with the first.
After this game, go to your settings and see if you can turn on digital zoom because it's going to give you
Now the 1-0. Low 2-0. Two-0 pitch in there for strike one.
Hey, dude, look on his back foot. You ever seen that before? Heel stays up until he starts his forward movement.
I thought his delivery looked different. Yeah,
Foot on the hitter. I've never seen that
he stays up tall. It's weird. This one lifted to right. And catch made to retire the side. So after 4.5, we're all tied up at 4. Mustangs coming to bat in the bottom half of the 5th at the 9th annual Robinson Invitational presented by UAMS. All right, new pitcher on the mound for the Hornets. Lyndon Johnson, son of Scott and Courtney Johnson. Excited for Lyndon as he delivers the first one. Swung on, grounded to second. And one away, one pitch, one out. Always a great moment. One of these days I hope to have that moment as well. But pretty cool. I was trying to chow down on my nachos between innings there and ran into Lyndon's dad, Scott, back here. And he's got his phone out trying to record. Said, heart beating 1,000,000 times a minute. So excited to see Lyndon out here pitching. Misses with that one, 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch in there, fouled off, strike one. So 1-1. Let's see Johnson there. Now 1-1, just off the outside. So 2-1 now. Now Johnson's 2-1 pitch, high, 3-1. Johnson battling out there. Tired the first batter on one pitch. Just missed as well outside, so ball four.
Next up for the Mustangs, catcher number 2, Carson Burke.
Now the catcher, Carson Burke. Tough part of the order here for the Mustangs, as it is the 2, 3, 4 batters. Johnson out of the stretch. It's Burke. Now runners at first and second with one away. We got to deal with Maverick Christensen, the designated hitter. We're going to visit. Right now, everything for Johnson missing arm side, so that body turned. I'm sure most of this visit's got a lot to do with mechanic.
Now batting for the Mustangs, designated hitter number 13, Maverick Christensen.
So Christensen steps in. Johnson ready to deliver. And misses high and away, 1-0. That one, oh, just missed. 2-0. That one looked like it caught part of the plate. Johnson, take a deep breath here. Feels like he's being squeezed a little by our home plate umpire. He's been fairly consistent, not giving much of the corners. So now the 2-0. Runners go. Carter couldn't pick it up off the exchange, so both runners advance. And it's a moment there. I know Johnson trying to focus in on throwing a strike here, but he kind of lost track of that runner at second on that play, and you could see easy stolen base. Now the 3-0 misses high, ball four. And that looks like that's going to be it for Lyndon Johnson. So tough outing here. First pitch induced the ground out. And then couldn't find the zone after that. Maybe squeezed a bit there, but That'll bring on a change for the Hornets on the mound. So bottom 5, Mustangs batting, runners at second and third. Or sorry, bases loaded. With 1 out. When we get back, we'll tell you about the new Hornet pitcher. Mix up there on the first pitch, and there's a new pitcher out there. It's Carson Dozier, and I think that was a mix-up in signals. You can tell right now the conversation between Carter and Dozier. I think Carter was expecting something breaking. Dozier threw him something with a little bit more velocity and up, and that's why that ball went off of the glove and into the mask of our catcher, or of our umpire. You can kind of see the nerves in these last couple of Hornet pitchers out there. A big moment, big stage, big game, and it's part of why you want to put them out there, is in this moment, get them that experience, and hopefully they build some confidence. But right now, having a tough time finding the zone. And again, inside, ball 3, 3-0. Let's see if Dozier can settle in here. 5-4 game now. That one finds the zone. 3-1. Now the 3-1. That's an insurance claim. Makes its way to the parking lot. So now the payoff pitch. Dozier has battled back from that 3-0 count. Missed outside, ball 4.
Next up,
So Schaefer walks. Now the right fielder, Jackson Smith. Got to be careful here. Smith went deep earlier in the game. First one, high, ball one. Now the 1-0 pitch from Dozier. Good pitch, pulls the string on him, 1-1. Dozier, high, 2-1. Times, we're going to get a courtesy runner. Got a courtesy or pinch? I think it's going to be a pinch runner.
Runner number
Yep.
5, Drayton Windell.
Windell will come in to pinch run. So Jackson Smith steps in, ahead in the count 2-1. Inside 3-1. Hornet pitchers continue struggle to find the mound. And again, we talked about this with Coach Delaney. Start to worry about arms at this point in the tournament. Is that one called a strike? And in the words of Phil Elson, the strike zone is swimming. Full count. And this one knocked into the Hornet dugout. Do it again. Now the 3-2 payoff once again from Dozier is hit right at first. Bobbled it, have to go to first. So that's going to allow another run to score as Scoggins lost it on the exchange. So they'll get the second out. But a second run is scored, and it's a 6-4 Mustang lead. Now a pinch hitter as Dominic Manganaro will bat.
Now pinch hitting, number 14, Dominic Manganaro.
Saw Manganaro yesterday. The Hornets get out of this inning. Again, we've talked about it's the fourth game of the weekend for the Mustangs, so you got to know you should be able to get to their pitching at some point here. Dozier's first outside, ball one. And home plate umpire continues to squeeze these Hornet pitchers here in this inning. 1-0. Is that one called a strike? Now the 1-1 low inside gets away from Carter. And that's going to allow the third run of the inning to score. It's a 7-4 Mustang lead. The 2-1 pitch. That one, I guess, is high. 3-1. And that went in there for a strike. 3-2. Count goes full. That missed outside, ball 4. Another walk here in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting number 11, Deacon Early.
Well, Hurley will bat. Runner goes. He set up a perfect play for it and out of the baseline, so he will be ruled out. As Schaefer tried to do a little dance around the plate, but
And that'll do it.
that'll do it.
Mustang.
You're in the bottom half of the 5th, but the Mustangs scratch across 3 runs. And they take a 7-4 lead as we head to the 6th here at the 9th annual Robinson Invitational, presented by UAMS. Top of the order here for the Hornets is Stallman will bat. First one to him, high, ball 1. That one misses, 2-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And right now the approach, if I'm Bryant, I think my approach here would be to come out and just take till you get that called strike. Our home plate umpire has squeezed those corners quite a bit. Instead, swinging away on the breaking stuff. And strike 3 as Stallman heads back to the dugout.
Next up for the Hornets, shortstop number 5, Jackson Riggs.
Now Riggs will bat. That one misses. Right there is indicative of why I'd be taking. That is the exact same pitch that Stallman just struck out on swinging. So Make this umpire call it. That one right down the middle. Riggs to the shortstop. Shortstop across. And 2 away. And down 3. You need base runners. And you got a pitcher out there in Schaefer who I haven't seen a whole lot of. Way to hold off on that one. 1-0. As Brower bats. That one low, 2-0. And that one lifted foul. Off into lollipop land. Two one. That one hit him. So Brower to first after the hit by pitch and a 2-out base runner for the Hornets in the bottom half. Or sorry, top half of the 6th. So now Scoggins will bat. First one to Scoggins misses outside, 1-0. There's a good pitch. One bends over the inside corner. 1-1. And that ball out in front of it. Foul down the third base line. 2-2 or 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Well outside, 2-2. On the Mustang side of things, you got to like what you're getting out of Schaefer here. He's been able to settle things down on the mound for the Mustangs and quiet this Hornet lineup. And that one lifted. Center fielder calling for it, coming in, making the catch, and that'll retire the side. So Hornets go quietly in the 6th. We'll head to the bottom half. Mustangs coming to bat, looking for insurance, leading 7-4.
The Hornets in the top.
Mustangs come to bat here. In the bottom of the 6th. Dozier back out on the mound for the Hornets. Deacon Hurley bats here for the Mustangs. That one fouled back. So 2-1 count here to Hurley. And this one grounded to short. Scooped by Riggs across to first. One away in the bottom of the 6th. Looks like we've got a pinch hitter coming in here.
Pitch hitter, number 19, Marty Johnson.
Marty Johnson announced as the pinch hitter. Swing and a miss. Johnson late on that one. 0-1. Dozier misses. 1-1. The 1-1 lifted left side. And that one will make its way out of play. A 1-2 count to Marty Johnson. To elevate, gave a chase. Not obliged. 2 for 2 and 2. And that one fouled out of play. Count stays 2-2. Johnson continues to battle. Mustangs looking for some insurance. Up 3, bottom 6. Dozier high. Full count. And 3-2 fouled off.
About $100 down the hill, somebody come get 'em.
And we'll do the payoff again. Dozier, high ball 4. Good at bat there from Marty Johnson as he battled his way
For the Mustangs,
to a walk.
Tatum Mavis.
And now back to the top of the order is Tatum Mavis. Check of the runner back safely. Swung on and missed. Good pitch there from Dozier. Strike called. Say if I'm a pitcher in this game, I'm going to live on the inside corner. It seems our home plate umpire more willing to give that call than he is the outside corner. Now the 0-2. That ball lifted into the stratosphere, back to the wall, and runs out of room into the netting. Home run for Tatum Mabus, and he breaks this one open. A 9-4 game now as the Mustangs uncorking the offense here in the latter part of this one. No runs in the first, 2 in the second, none in the third, and then 2 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth. And now a bunt. You're going to let it go. Is it going to go foul? It is not. We're going to sit right there on the line, and that is indicative of how this afternoon has gone for the Hornets. That's kind of one of those things, too, about turf. It's flat, and so if it keeps that straight line, you know it's not going to move. Like if it was on dirt, you got cleat marks and pebbles that can move it. Here, if it stays on that line, which he could have picked it up and it wouldn't have mattered. They wouldn't have thrown him out. Now Carson Burke will bat with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner bouncing. They'll check him back safely. Foul tip into the mitt. Strike 1. Up and in. 2 balls and a strike. Well, Burke lifts it. Foul, out of play. That's a headache. Two, 2, runner goes. Carter throwing down. And safe. Evans goes to second. Burke, chance to drive him in for the 10th run of the game. Payoff early. Now the payoff. Misses high and inside, ball 4. So Burke walks. Pre-K. All that means is it's taking up more memory in your phone. Good pitch there by Dozier. It's Maverick Christensen bats. Better be careful with Christensen. Good pitch. Christensen trying to put this game on ice with that swing. Now 0-2. And tipped it off the end of the bat. Say, where'd you go between games? What's in that cup? I said, what's in that cup, Miss Hiccups?
Don't ask questions.
Okay,
There's a new warehouse liquor down the road.
there is.
That's all I've heard.
So that one misses 1-2 or 2-2. Sorry, we were having an adult conversation over here.
Oh, we can hear.
That one misses 2-2. Hey, this isn't a AAA approved broadcast. Robinson approved. This is an Isaac Delaney approved broadcast.
It's new.
A 2-2. Hey, get him to sponsor next year's broadcast.
I don't think you can.
This isn't something we're contracted with the district to do. It could be a silent sponsor. That one misses. So Maverick Christensen walks.
Next up for the Mustangs.
Yeah.
Number 22, Caden Schaefer.
Now who jinxed us? That's all you.
If it's not Z, it's somebody.
Fifth runner, number 18, Bennett Phillips.
Bennett Phillips, the courtesy runner, or pinch runner.
When's the Otter getting here?
I don't know. I don't know if they're coming. I haven't heard from them. Kristen wasn't feeling good again. That one ripped left field by Schaefer. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. And it's an 11-4 game. And Will don't look now, but a game-ending run is coming to the plate.
Let's get that wind moving out. Let's get that wind.
Next up, for
He's
the
already hit 1 out.
number 7, Jackson Smith.
This is Jackson Smith. He hit 1 out earlier in the game. Puts 1 out here, the ball game's over. Misses, ball 1. If only they'd have scored 1 in the 3rd. Scoreboard looked cooler. That one misses low, 3-0. That one in there for strike 1. Now the 3-1. Strike 2 called. those. Those could have been stuck in the stratosphere if he wanted. Instead, full count, payoff pitch. There's ball four. Now, we'll have a visit. That's going to do it for Dozier. So we'll have a pitching change. We'll be back to tell you about the new Hornet pitcher here in just a moment. You're watching the 9th Annual Robinson Invitational presented by UAMS. New pitcher on the bump for the Hornets. Number 21, Patterson Mask.
Now batting number 9, Alex Burrish.
Now Burrish will step in to hit. First one to Burrish, high. 1-0. As we get through these last few games, this is going to be the challenge. We've talked about it a bit. Fouled back. But this will be the challenge for every team. You may have a starter you feel like can give you a few, but what do you got behind that here on day 3? And this is where those time limits may really have to start coming into play. Two and one. And we're approaching run rule territory, 11-4, 3 runs, and this one would end. That one lifted, not deep enough, but probably going to fall, and it does. Ball still down as no one's gotten it, and this may do it. 2 have scored. And I think is he hurt? Took a funky spill out there. 2 runs score. Center fielder said, no, I don't want to come out. It looked like Colby Duncan's going to have a choice. So 13-4. And I don't know why we didn't just send the runner home from third there and the game would be over.
Because that would have been the runner that started on first.
Next up, number 11, Deacon.
Oh, he'd have made it. I'd at least tried with one out. Now Hurley.
Well, Bryant's not even got their infield in. They don't care. One more run, it's over, and they're still playing back.
And ripped up the middle. And that'll do it. That'll be your ball game as one run scores. Throw to the plate. They'll tag him out. And the run wouldn't have mattered anyway. So 14-4. That'll hit the run rule. And that should be it. Yeah. That'll do it. So run rule invoked. 14-4.
Game number 3
Okay.
of the day.
Stick with us here. We'll have the replays here of our home runs in this one. So that's going to do it for us here from West Little Rock, home of the Robinson Senators. You've been watching the 9th annual Robinson Invitational. Mustangs victorious in this one, 14-4. And we've got a couple more left after this as we'll start the next one in about 20 minutes between the Staley Falcons and the Cabot Panthers. For Avery McMullen, Will Watkins, I'm Steve Henson. Appreciate you joining us. We'll see you in about 20 minutes.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health.